We're recording. There we go.
We are ready.
It's live.
I have to push that. We're live and we're live early. Hi, Steve. How you doing?
Hi, Brad.
Hi.
How's everything in Prague?
Oh, now it's on
I'll
sideways.
tell you. Am I going to be there? There we go. Hi, everybody. Land, everybody's here. I'm Brad, and we are live. And Christmas, by the way, is in full swing here in Prague, and the Christmas markets are everywhere. One fun note that we in the U.S. we call nativity scenes. Here they say we are going to Bethlehem. I don't know if you knew that they said, which makes sense, but that makes sense because you see the manger, you go to Bethlehem, just like Mary and Joseph did for the census. The only difference here is that not only is there a room at the inn, but it comes with 2 brats and a jug of mulled wine. So it's kind of good to start the show. Light joke.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2.5 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our formerly quasi-quarantine world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome comedian Renard Hirsch, plus funny songs from Annie Mosier, and a Patti melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
I'm already here, everybody. Hi. People are clapping. I can't hear it, but that's okay. And I let your dad in. Your dad showed up to hear the jokes. That makes me honored and proud that happened. But welcome, everybody, to the Virtual Comedy Show. I'm Brad Tassell, and it's great. I'm excited this week because we have 2 of my favorite people. Renard Hirsch, one of my favorite comics for the last 20 years. And matter of fact, Renard, you're like touring theaters and stuff now, aren't you? I mean, it's
I'm like all over the place. It's like
all right. Well, there you go.
After theater. I'm like, I have not been in a theater this much in my life. I'm just like, I should just do drama now. I do stand-up drama.
It's and well deserved because you are literally one of the funniest men and one of the cleanest and best writers I know, and another huge star in. Well, okay, stop talking, Renard. Another person, a huge star, my Annie Mosier is here too, who I think we all love more than makes her comfortable. So, okay, now, hey, so let's start and get this over with so I can go to bed and you guys can do the show. Did you all see that Webster's has announced the word of the year for 2022, and it is goblin mode. No, sex slave. Wait, hold on.
What?
Goblin mode, which means to be unapologetically self-indulgent and lazy and to reject social expectations. And if you go to the thesaurus for synonyms, you see the Virtual Comedy Show monologue. So isn't that nice that I am the word of the year for that? So, all right, well, let's start. We all know Georgia has voted, and then someone explained that 1.8 million was larger than 1.7 million to Herschel Walker. And Raphael Warnock won the Senate seat. Let her happy about that. Then the ex-football star did something really unexpected. No, not that he conceded the election, but that we could all understand that's what his speech was about. No, there were no werewolves or vampires in the speech. All right, we're starting slow and petering out quick. Here we go. Wow, please hot that loogie up, whatever that was.
Sorry.
The Biden administration has secured the release of WNBA player Brittany Griner. Yay! Yes. From a Russian prison. The deal is a prison swap for a Russian arms dealer, Victor Bout. Now Grenier can go back to her wife and family, and Viktor Bout will be very busy in Russia cleaning up every time Putin soils himself. Yes, basically. Okay. I don't know why. I just wanted to get soil yourself in there. By the way, a Saudi prince and the president of the United Arab Emirates mediated the deal with Russia to release WNBA star Brittany Griner. And she arrived in Abu Dhabi by private plane to tell the men thank you and to make sure they know she plays for the other team. He is and already has a wife. Okay. I'm going to whip through these quick, whether anybody's laughing or not. Here we go. Hey, the most Googled term of 2022 was Wordle. Wordle. Yes. Yep, it was. The second most Googled term. The second most Googled term. Why do you suck? For anybody that has done Wordle and not gotten it in any way, 0. I did it twice. I got 0 letters correct. So I don't think I actually know all the letters in the alphabet.
Thank you, Kentucky school system.
Yes, I have a master's degree from there, which means I know how to make us roll a cigarette. Okay. Okay, hey, boy, this was, okay, here, next up. Peru impeached and arrested their president for trying to dissolve Congress and destroy the country's constitution. Wow. A GoFundMe campaign has been set up to buy a plane ticket to Lima for a fact-finding mission for Merrick Garland. He needs to learn how to arrest a president that's a criminal. Okay. Hey, here's something fun. My wife and I, are headed to Berlin tomorrow, where in Germany, authorities arrested 25 far-right group members who were preparing to overthrow the state and install an aristocrat as national leader. So we have a lot of stories like this. By the way, the leader of that the leader of the right-wing group said, I know this sounds familiar, but unlike America, our guy is actually rich. He's not going to grift. Okay. By the way, it has been a tough time for old Donnie the Con. An organization he has never heard of in New York has been convicted of all the counts of criminal tax fraud the New York prosecutor could come up with. And the worst part, it seems to have his name in the title. What the hell is that? The Trump organization, he's never heard of it. By the way, how does this keep happening to this poor guy? It's so odd that the orange skid mark is the world's greatest businessman, and he had no idea anything going on in his actual business for the last 20 plus years. Wow. The next thing for old Big Trump to figure out is what that squeak, 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 squeak is that's coming from Melania's bedroom at night. She said, it must be ghost. Okay. I'm saying she's sleeping with other people. Probably the tennis coach. Okay. Now.
13.
That's right.
I think $130,000 would fix that squeak.
That's right. Yes. I don't think he can, there's not enough Viagra in the world anymore. Anyway. Let's just, hey, did y'all see the Christmas tree in Prague? It's beautiful. Okay. Hey, Florida GOP Representative Joseph Harding, who wrote the Don't Say Gay bill that passed in Florida, has been charged with wire fraud, money laundering, and making false statements and swindling $150,000 from the Small Business Administration. If convicted, I know, can you believe it? If convicted, Harding could receive 20 plus years in jail, where he will never have to say gay because a wink from his cellmate will be enough.
Yeah.
All right. That was fun. I like that one. Okay. This one's long and probably has no jokes in it. Here we go. Okay, who says Republicans never learn? They are turning on Trump faster than they have forgotten who Herschel walking his ass back to Texas is. And Sean Hannity, along with GOP leader Kevin McCarthy and other big right-wing name voices, are taking. Are we trying to tune in a radio station on Europe One? What's going on?
I've just muted Patti. Hi, Patti.
Patty came in for a talk. Here we go. Let's start this over, and it'll be even less funny than it was going to be. Who says Republicans never learn? They are turning on Trump faster than they have forgotten who Herschel walking his ass back to Texas is. Thanks for that fake laugh. And Sean Hannity, along with GOP leader Kevin McCarthy and other big name right-wing voices, are taking time out of trying to fit the words Hunter Biden's laptop into their daughter's wedding toast to suddenly start trumpeting the idea of early and mail-in voting. Have you seen this? What? With one high-level GOP strategist saying, the first lesson we need to take from the midterms is the power of early voting. Also, maybe they could learn the power of not taking rights away from any group that isn't a straight white dude over 40. Baby steps. Okay. Although maybe they could also stop telling their mind-dulled cult that the elections are rigged. Because why should their slow-witted masses stop looking for JFK Jr. at the Trader Joe's to go vote if their ballot is just going to be beamed up to China so they can, just change the one Republican that lost on the ticket? Why? Okay, that was it. I wrote nothing more on that. Okay, here we go. But I thought that was important. Hey, now real news. I've been doing the silly stuff. I know everyone here has followed the fact that Pete Davidson left Instagram in 2018. Oh, yeah. Yep. But the comedian and actor is back on IG with a new account. Isn't that nice? The account had 17,000 followers in 2 hours and will begin dating model Gigi Hadid's account by Friday. Actually, I don't know if you know this, the account is a joint account with ex-Giants quarterback Eli Manning, who just couldn't help but be intercepted again. He was the most intercepted guy for a while. Okay. Hey, this amazing news. The House passed the Protection for Same-Sex and Interracial Marriage bill. I know. And it will be on Biden's desk for a quick signature. Now, GOP Representative Vicky Hartzler from Missouri, Alice, you know her?
I remember not voting for her in the election.
Well, she cried and begged her colleagues to vote against the bill because it undermines natural marriage, is against God's plan, and that kind of stuff is only for the 2 weeks right after you pledge your college sorority. She closed with, I miss you, Margot. Okay, so let's just say she experimented. Okay. All right. This is the last joke. And and some say the first. That's what I was saying. Okay. So by the way, fascist groups are so mad about LGBT events that they are shooting power substations. I guess because when it rains, the static electricity coming off them looks like a rainbow. I don't know. These GOP-connected groups are crowing online about attacking infrastructure in cities to stop LGBT events. The Proud Boys, I know. The Proud Boys marched in Columbus to cancel a drag show story time. Then they celebrated with their proudest boy activity, a full club reach around. It ain't gay if your eyes are closed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brad Tassell. That's me reading things as fast as possible.
That was fantastic. For Brad, it is now 3:14 in the morning, so we're going to say good night, sweet dreams, and don't let the bed bugs bite to Brad, and make me the host before you leave.
Yes, I will. I will do
This
that.
will be the shortest show we've ever had.
It'll be the shortest show ever. I have to remove me from the spotlight first.
Okay. I'm going to continue while you do that. Good night,
Yeah,
Brad.
you do your thing,
Bye,
everybody.
Brad.
Good night, everybody.
Good morning,
Good night.
Brad.
See you from Berlin.
He's not gone. I can't go on. Okay.
I'm gone. Go on.
It's time for
You
this.
could have played the intro.
It's time for the top 10. And once again, Brad has covered all the news items that I might have used in the top 10 list. Except one. Brad forgot to talk about the World Cup, which is still going on. Surprise, surprise. Americans don't care. That's why tonight's top 10 category is top 10 surprises in the World Cup.
All right.
A few that you don't know about. These should all be surprising because nobody's following this stuff. Top 10 World Cup surprises. Number 10. North Korea uses their hands constantly. Number 9. They call it football in Europe, soccer in the US, and an earthbound non-flying waste of time at Hogwarts. Number 8. Herschel Walker's pretty sure he's going to win this. You just said it's football, right? Number 7. Romania's all vampire team crushed Mongolia's all werewolf team.
Oh my God.
That might be my last Herschel Walker joke forever. Number 6.
No.
Antarctica's all penguin team tested positive for performance enhancing herring.
Oh dear.
Very disappointing.
Oh.
Number 5. Kanye and Nick What's-His-Name took miscongeniality for Iran.
See them
Happy
in
Hanukkah, Kanye. Number 4. A Nashville bachelorette party on a pedal tavern scored 5 times against Finland before they were thrown out for having beer in Qatar.
God.
These are the top 10 World Cup surprises. Number 3. In the winter, all the Canadian soccer goalies are dentists for the Canadian hockey goalies. Works for them. Just
All
works.
right.
Number 2. Italian goalkeepers who worship Satan consume excessive calories before each match. Thus the term unholy ravioli, cannoli, and guacamole goalie.
That's a good one.
Felt good about that one. And the number 1 World Cup surprise. 50 million Americans think Trump won.
True.
It was stolen from him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Oh my gosh, it is time. Where is she? I got to find Annie. Annie's around here somewhere. There she is. It's time for our musical guest. Everybody, make some noise for Annie Mosier.
Hi.
Hi, Annie.
How's it going?
So good. So glad to have you back.
Good to be here.
We're
I
gonna
want
do
to do
this-
a Christmas song.
Great. But before you do, we got to do your intro. So here's how, you know the
Oh,
deal.
okay.
I'll do the little intro, then it'll just be you. You do a song, and then somehow I've got to answer it. I have no idea what you're going to do, although you just said Christmas.
Now
so
you
I have a-
know.
I have a
You know.
clue.
Yeah.
And then you'll do a second song after that. Doesn't that sound great?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest. Christmas with Annie.
Thanks. How nice. I grew up in Vermont, and we had really pastoral Christmases. So I'll sing a song about that. The relatives arrive, and now the house is full of cheer. That's right, it's Christmas time again. There's some discrepancy over who was supposed to bring the beer. That's right, it's Christmas time. Eggnog's good, so Grandma's getting lit this Christmas Eve. Yes, it's Christmas time again. And we're all surprised to finally meet my uncle's girlfriend, Steve. That's right, it's Christmas time again.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. The carolers are gathering out on the screened-in porch, awkwardly admiring our festive tiki torch. fire up the grill. We like our brats and wieners scorched. That's right, it's Christmas time again. Sister shaved her head again, but this time by mistake. Don't ask. It's Christmas time again. Aunt Sally's looking good. I swear you'd never know they're fake. Yes, it's Christmas time again. Bobby's singing songs of baby Jesus in the stable. Grandpa saved his kidney stones and showed them at the table. Pass the mashed potatoes, please, and all that grable. That's right, it's Christmas time again. And we sing Ave Maria, Ave Maria. We sure hope to see ya at Christmas time next year.
Yay!
That tender?
That was beautiful. That was inspiring.
Really nice.
Man, oh man. Well,
Realistic.
what better to answer it with than a song that I wrote with my friend Jacob back in LA, which I now do with my friend Brad, who's currently asleep in Prague. Because that's how life goes. This is probably, I haven't confirmed this, I'm pretty sure it's the world's only Jewish reindeer song.
Oh yeah, it's time for that one.
Oh, you think you've heard them all. Every Christmas song, every Yuletide carol that has ever come along. That's not quite true. We present one more to you. Mendel the reindeer reported for work on the 24th night of December. Mendel had come all the way from New York, clutching an overnight letter, saying Dasher was sick and a desperate Saint Nick needed somebody healthy instead. But Santa didn't hire Mendel. He took a reindeer named Fred. Mendel, 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 Mendel. Mendel, 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 Mendel. What do you know about Christmas anyway? What do you know? Oy vey. Mendel said, Santa Claus, why'd you reject me so blatantly, anti-Semitically? But Santa said, Mendel, that's simply not true. Just look around here, we're all Jewish too. You know Herschel and Harry and Larry and Tevye. Different Herschel. My rabbi's name was Herschel. Lenny and Izzy and Yankel and Edna. Jewish reindeer, one and all. Each one of them is. They just changed their Hebrew names to make it in showbiz. And Rudolph? Well, he's Hindu. Mendela, Mendela, won't you please believe? Who else would want to work for me every Christmas Eve? Mendel, Mendel, would you be mollified if I said you're overqualified? Maybe you'd be better suited for a desk job. What do you say? Okay. Mendel the reindeer reported for work on the 26th day of December, sorting complaints from the bad boys and girls who got socks instead of Nintendo. That's a good run. And Dasher got well, and Fred went back to Jersey to his job at the agnostic petting zoo.
Oh, God.
I don't know what that means. So what do we know about Christmas anyway? It's Jews pulling the sleigh. Except for Rudolph, he's from Bombay. Oh, by the way, the Easter Bunny's got an alternate lifestyle. Thank you very much. And now, one more song from Annie Mosier.
That was great, Steve.
Why, thanks.
So I finished this song today. I started it maybe 15 years ago, and I really mean that. I really did.
What are the odds of this?
15 years, and today I finished it. But it's about a really scary person from my past. It's such a weird song. Imagine that. But it's I saw a sticker once on the back of an ice cream truck. It was a really extremist religious sticker on a kid's ice cream truck. And it would drive around like do 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 do, you know, and it had this really kind of horrifying religious sticker on it. So here's a song about that guy who drives that truck. So weird. Somebody save me from the ice cream man. He's coming around to get me in his beat up van. When I see him, oh, I run away as fast as I can. Save me from the ice cream man. He's always driving around my neighborhood. I don't know what he's doing, but it can't be good. He's an indelible, actual, palpable part of my childhood. Save me from the ice cream man. And as he drives away, you might hear him say, turn or burn, you little sinners, turn or burn. Let's see, what did I write? Bomb pop, chocolate, king cone, push pop, ba-da-da-da. Very Jack Nicholson. Genesis, Exodus, deliciousness, Leviticus, da-da-da-da. You turn or burn, I see you little sinners, turn or burn. Now Jesus is the light. Lock your doors tonight. Turn or burn, all you little sinners, turn or burn. Somebody save me from the ice cream man. Somebody save me from the ice cream man.
Yeah. That was so weird.
You guys run so parallel. Steve's got a song about an ice cream man too.
Oh, really? Dang, I should have done that first, Steve. I should have set you up.
I've never sung that one live. The
Oh,
problem,
me either. That makes both of
problem
us.
with Kevin is he knows my songs way better than I do.
Come on, the spinach ice cream man. That's like the best.
Thanks. I would have to employ some children who are now in their 20s, but that's all right. Annie, that was fantastic. And you know, you often, whenever we book you, you say, I'm all out of funny songs. So I'd like to think that we inspired you to finish that 15-year-old.
You did. It's not very funny, but
It is
kinda
funny.
scary.
Particularly funny the way you sing it.
Yes, it is.
Because you sell the hell out of it. The hell out of it. Get it? The hell
Oh.
out of it. That's right. All right, Annie, where are you going to be performing, live or on the internet, that we can come see you? Or hear
I will be at 3rd and Lindsley next December 29th at some time in the evening. And that will be fun. Come, come.
What? I don't.
Was that a corner in Nashville?
Say again?
Is that a corner in Nashville? 3rd and Lindsley?
Mhm.
Yes, 3rd and Lindsley. It is a corner, and if you come to the corner and then go in the little building there, you'll see me.
I didn't know if it was a club name or something, or where you
It's the
playing
club
in the
name,
street
3rd and
festival.
Lindsley. It seems like it should be Lindsay, but it's Lindsley. It's very,
Of course it is.
yeah, it's very Very posh. It's very posh.
Posh.
I think Steve's frozen up there.
Is he
Are you
frozen?
frozen, Steve?
Looks like
Yes.
Frozen Steve.
Steve has gone the way
Oh
of
no,
the
are we without a
buffalo.
host?
Oh,
Oh
Uh-oh.
dear.
Oh, it says he left.
recording stopped.
Hopefully he'll come back.
No, I mean, he
Until the
may
recording
not.
stops.
We can all talk about it.
Yes, we will. He won't
And,
know
and then we
it's
can
red
just
light.
pick somebody from the
Mini.
crowd like Walter to do the MC. What do you think
Oh
about
my
that, Wally?
Yeah, right.
You can announce the comedy guest. And
Okay.
then
Welcome,
Patti,
everyone. What's
and
Colin's
then
guy's name again?
You can beg for money.
Yeah, I mean, it's time for our headliner. I'm
Yes,
going
it
to
is.
say it.
It's time
Just
for
doesn't
our
get the
big
fancy
night.
dancy intro.
yeah. Well, we can put him in.
Yeah,
I
really.
myself.
Apparently
I have the power.
Why, Janice?
I don't know how to do this.
Where's our beautiful headliner?
Okay.
I'm here. I can introduce myself if I
Yes,
need
do it, baby, do it.
Yay, Jan.
to. All right, we're ready. All right, hey everybody, we've got a great show for you tonight. The next guy coming to the stage is very hilarious. He's at his house right now. You've seen him on BET, you've seen him on Lifetime, and you can catch his new Dry Bar special. Make some noise for Renard Hirsch, everybody! Hey, everybody, thanks so much. Thank you guys so much. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing good?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. Great. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Like Brad said earlier, I am doing a lot of traveling here. And I did some shows in Gatlinburg not too long ago. Had a really great time. But I did make one mistake. I went up there in the mountains and got to drinking a little too much. Came down the mountain too fast. Messed around, caught a ski UI. Ain't that something?
Oh dear.
You
I was like, man, officer, had I known, I would not have done that. Always crazy stuff happening when you're going around, man. I was like, last show I went to go do, it was like a really complicated place to find, so I had to drive around the block like 3 or 4 times. And before I found my space, I messed around, got pulled over by the police, y'all.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's really bad, man. It was like they pulled me over. They told me I fit the description of somebody who was riding around the neighborhood trying to buy weed.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, weed in 2022. You know? Yeah. And like I was offended, you know, because I was looking for cocaine. Yeah, I'm like, sir, I do expensive drugs, okay? Don't assume I'm doing the cheap stuff. That's profiling right there. Moving around, man, moving around. Let's see. So I live in Nashville, so I guess there are a lot of Nashville people on here. Nashville's a great place. Nashville is growing like crazy. Everybody from New York and LA is moving here for I don't know why. They're coming here like crazy, but we're all getting a lot of cool stuff from it though. Like we're getting my friend took me to this private bar the other day, and it was really cool. And the drinks were great, the food was good. And I was like, this is a really cool place. And then my friend was like, yeah, this is nice. You like it? She's like, yeah, you should get a membership. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should. How much is a membership? And she's like, oh, only about $3,000 or $4,000. I'm like, what? Yeah, she's like, yeah, you should talk to your accountant and see if you can write this off on your taxes. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll go home. I'll go home and talk to TurboTax and see what they see what HNRBlock.com thinks about this person. I'm like, I don't have an accountant. What are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not even in a tax bracket. I'm like in a parentheses at the bottom. Not even that big. It's not a big deal. Had a good time down there, man. What else is going on here, man? You know what? Like one thing is, I watch the news all the time. Like it's been super rainy here. And one thing I gotta tell you guys, I don't trust most weather people. Yeah, not because they get the weather wrong. It's just because most of them don't use their real name. You know, like their names are always something weather related. You know, it's like the woman. We have a woman here in Nashville. Her name is Danielle Breezy. I'm like, is that your really name? They always have something weather related. You know, they're like, hey, that was a crazy murder earlier, Bob, but now let's kick it on over to Henry Hurricane. Let's send us on over to Michael Monsoon. Danny Doppler Radar. I'm like, is his name really Doppler Radar? Or did he make that up for the job? Everybody's talking about Herschel Walker and the election. I'm so glad these midterms are over because I'm really tired of watching all these commercials. And it's like, you know, commercials are, you know, they're like, you know, you see a commercial and they're like, hey, you know what? Tommy Johnson is a career politician. Is that who you want going to Washington for you? And I'm like, yeah. I want somebody who actually knows what amendment is, you know? You know, like, and I understand, like, you know, outsider is cool every now and then, but you know, most time you want somebody who knows the job. You know, like that'll be weird. They're like, you know, your house is messed up, and they're like, hey, Tom Johnson is a career plumber. Is that who you want fixing your sinks? Yeah. I don't want the cable man fixing my sinks. Was single guy here? Any single people out there?
Yep.
Okay, one of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing up. Nashville's a hot singles capital. It's yeah, it's like I know like one thing, like as I get older, I realize I have more I have more deal breakers now. You know, I'm just not putting up with everything. You know, like the last girl I dated, come to find out her daughter had a peanut butter allergy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I can't do this. I was like, I've been eating Nutter Butters and peanut butter jelly sandwiches for way too long to give it up now. I just can't. No. You know, one thing, like I have like lots of friends who are in relationships. So it's like when your friends are in relationships, they always want to give you advice on how to get into a relationship. You know, so my friends were like, hey, you should get on Tinder. You got to do social media, internet dating. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get on the internet dating thing. But like, it's kind of weird though, because like I noticed like every dating app, you have to write your own bio. And so you got to read the bio to decide whether or not there's somebody you think you might want to be with. And it's really tough because every woman always puts the same thing. You know, every woman, you know, her first line says, hey, I'm looking for positive vibes only. I'm like, yeah, of course you are. Like, who's out here looking for negative vibes? You know, like, that'd be weird. It'd be weird if I signed on. She was like, hey, looking for a toxic situation. Looking to get involved in some foolishness. She'd be like, what? I read one girl's bio, and she just started going off as soon as she started writing the bio. Yeah, she couldn't wait to start talking. Yeah, she was just like, hey, first off, let's get some things straight. Okay. I got my own job. I got my own money. I don't need a man, but I'll take one, I guess. She's like, I got 4 kids and one on the way. So if you can't deal with that swipe left fool, I know you couldn't handle responsibility anyway. Your mama's a fool. Your daddy's an idiot. Your auntie steals. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, are we in our first argument right now? I'm like, am I supposed to be turned on? I was like, and then I'm like, how did you know my auntie stole? I'm like, that was right on the money. That's right on the money. Yeah, so trying to make my way around that, man. I dated a woman in the military. You know, like any military people on here tonight? Military? No, okay, yes. Thank you all for your non-service. This is great. I dated a woman in the military, man. It's like, and the thing about military people is military people are trained to overcome any and every obstacle. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on, like anything I had to do, she was willing to step up and do it for me. Yeah. Didn't matter what it was, most emasculating thing I've ever done in my life. You know. Yeah, because it didn't matter what I had to do, she was willing to step up and do it for me. You know, I'd be like, hey, I got to take a road trip this weekend. She's like, oh, you got to take a trip? Don't worry about it. I'll pack the bags. I'm like, okay. She's like, wait a minute. You got a show? Don't worry about it. I'll write the jokes. He's like, you want to eat? Don't worry about it. I'll chew the food. Like, okay, I'll try anything once, And I know I'm talking about, a lot of the ladies out here, but what you got to understand, I understand that there are crazy guys out here too. Lots of crazy guys. I know women, you got to deal with craziness. And that makes it tough. Because I got one time I was going to take my ex-girlfriend out, and I came home. I was like, hey, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight? And she was like, you're asking me what I want? She's like, that is so considerate. And I'm like, don't most guys ask the lady what she would like for dinner? I'm like, who are you dating before me? I figured she'd come home and she was like, hey, baby, I think I want pizza tonight. You're like, shut up, we're having popsicles. She's like, all right, I said I wanted a man that knows what he wants. Let me throw him out. All right, guys, that's my time, y'all. My name's Bernard Hurst. Thank you guys so much for being here. Guys, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.
Thank you, Bernard, and thank you for carrying on, even though I got thrown out because the lovely people in Nashville Power just decided I didn't need to be on this show anymore.
Oh my goodness.
We got great security on here.
It's crazy. Bernard, the part of that set that I heard was awesome. And I've read
Got the whole thing recorded, Steve.
The rest of it was awesome as well.
Yes, I got it all recorded. I'll send it to you later.
Thank you so much. Bernard, where can we find you performing live or online in the upcoming weeks?
Check me on my website. Put out all my dates, www.renardcomedy.com. I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, New Year's Eve and the whole week at the end of December. So if you have friends in Tulsa, Oklahoma, tell them to come on out and laugh and have a great time for New Year's.
I think we all have friends in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, everybody has.
So.
Yeah, everybody's got friends in Tulsa.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Exit now, but you can hang around if you will. And I'm really hoping that Patti is here somewhere and I don't see her. This show is just going perfectly. So I think what I might have to do is skip the thing I was going to do. That's Patti's intro. Hang on a second, everybody. Okay, I have successfully skipped that. And we'll go on to the next thing. And oh wait, there's Patti, of course, because that's how tonight is.
I think there's a full moon out.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Actually, there is.
Everything's in retrograde.
See,
Absolutely everything. Hi, Patti.
Hello.
You can hear. Oh, good. You're here. You're here. I'm so glad you're here. Hi. Hang on just 1 second because I have to backtrack to get your intro. So just wave at everybody.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
Hey,
Hello.
Worth waiting for, Patti.
Thank you.
Gonna do the intro and then you're gonna melt. Here we go.
It's time for a Patti Melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses says, she's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti Melt.
Hope the connection stays up.
Where to start, folks? Oh, that looks weird. I look, I'm inside a woman's thighs, doesn't it? Can you guys see that?
It kind of does look like that, doesn't it?
That's the restaurant. It's actually Frida Kahlo holding a margarita. Anyway, hi, everyone.
That takes me back 57 years.
Pretty funny, Steve.
Hold on a second. Wait, let me get it. Sorry. If those of you who follow me on Facebook saw my post yesterday, first of all, thank you to Steve for saying nice things and people who've reached out or been worried. So, yesterday I kind of hit a wall. I posted that, look, I have not gotten back to a lot of emails and texts and phone calls. And, not just this year, but in general, I'm terrible about it. It actually reminded me of when I was in first grade. I would, one day the teacher was doing basically a desk inspection. I don't know what we were being inspected for, like, I guess military ready in first grade. So we had a desk inspection, and when she got to my desk, and now that I'm older, I realize the entire inspection was actually to get to me. Hear me out. So when she got to my desk, all the assignments that I'd had that year had been shoved into my desk. I wasn't doing any of my assignments. And she took my desk and tipped it over and shook it out for the entire class to see that everything was there. And then I had to sit through every recess and do all of my assignments during recess. And for whatever reason, it just occurred to me yesterday that rather than humiliate me or shame me, because I was 6 years old, let's maybe find out why I had anxiety or wasn't able to. Because I did all the assignments, I got A's. I was actually double promoted from second grade to third grade. I skipped second grade, but then I got pneumonia and then I was brought back. Anyway, that wasn't the story I wanted to tell you. But I had a lot of anxiety when I was in first grade. And it was through humiliation. Anyway, I've been going through a lot of stress and anxiety, and I realized a lot of people will post that they have a cold or they're in the hospital for something. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell people the truth. I can't get to everything right now. I'm stressed. I am dealing with grief. I have a lot of anxiety. So I was talking about this on the air today on WCPT 820 AM, and somebody called up and they said, "Hey, Patti, I hope you cheer up." That's not I'm cheery as hell, everybody. You can't get more cheery. Why don't you just cheer up out of that anxiety? Anxiety is not about, and can we just, when someone tells you that they're feeling anxious or they're having an attack, they have PTSD, don't hope you get better. And then it's better to say nothing. It's better to say nothing. I would rather people just be quiet. By the way, I probably should get out of here because the audience can see me ranting right here. Anyway, just listen to somebody. And everyone's posting is very sweet, but of course now everyone's worried. But the thing is, let's normalize mental health as something that hits us once in a while, and we go, you know what? Today I need to take a break, and I need to tell you why. And that's why I did that, because also, and I'm going to say this, and I don't know if she watches these shows, I doubt it, but there's a woman who jumped onto a post of mine from 5 weeks ago to get mad at me for something I wrote about a friend of mine that passed away that she's also friends with.
I tried to call this too rude.
Oh yeah, basically attacking me because I don't know, something about how I didn't go over to his house and find him dead on his couch spontaneously. It was because she called me and told me she hadn't heard from him. I don't want to get into the details of it, but you know what? I don't know what she wanted from me. I wanted her to respond, "Well, I really wish you had found him dead first." I mean, what do you want me to say? What is anybody? I wish you, because she's like, I was there almost every day. You know what? You weren't there on Friday, the day he died. You weren't there on Saturday. You weren't there on Sunday. You weren't there in time to catch the decomposing body that I found. So I said, what do you mean? What is this? I'm fine. Anyway, that's what's prompted yesterday's. Hi, everybody.
Wow, Patti. You know, any week you need to take a mental health Thursday, you go ahead. That's okay.
Yes.
But if we can, but I'm really glad you have the radio show there on WPTSD so that you can get some of this
So funny.
You're the best, Patti. Thank you for
Thank you
hanging in
guys.
there.
See you later. Bye-bye.
I know it's hard.
Bye, Patti.
Thank
Bye.
you. I'll cheer up.
Venting is good.
Exactly.
I think my computer's taking a mental health day today also.
Yeah.
It's
Not a good day for technology.
It's time for the next thing. Let's see if we can get through the next thing.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Yay!
But as usual, and this keeps happening, I always have a reason for this song, and this week it's because I'm looking forward to celebrating Hanukkah with Kanye this year. Everything's exciting.
That's
I mean, not in person, but I just feel the warmth of him. It just makes me want to wrap my Jewish arms around him and give him a big, stinky hug. So, and my friend Burpo and I started a song 25 years ago that we finished this week in honor of Annie. And we're gonna give this a try. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna give this a try. Let's see. I'm very nervous. Here you go. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to do this first. There he is, because he was on the Alex Jones show. That's right.
Oh.
That's right. To celebrate Hanukkah, he put on a hood like he's in the Klan, and it's not good when you're on the Alex Jones show and you make Alex look like the rational one. And this is a nice picture that I found online. So okay, let's try this song in honor of Hanukkah with Kanye. Kanye, you're no Swiftie. You're rich and dumb and mean. Can't think twice, or once it seems you're a Klansman. This is the best I could do. When the Klansmen think of buying, it's too stupid to believe. Take a big cross and set that thing aflame. Klansmen, oh Klansmen, let's open all the presents at once. This one doesn't want to light. We might not, oh we do, okay. He hides behind a microphone. He wears a black face mask, declaring all the genius that comes out of his ass. Klansmen, oh that crap you say. I hear that you're mentally ill, but that don't mean that it's okay. Oh, time to take the mask off and stuff it in your mouth. Stuff it hard, stuff it now, oh Klansman.
The big finish.
You are psychic. Coming up with that 25 years ago? Unbelievable.
All right. That was a lot of fun. And now the smoke detector is going to go off to make this show more perfect.
Oh, geez.
Okay, let's go to the next thing. Here we go.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover for a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Sadly, Brad is not here to beg for money. Fortunately, I am, and I can beg just as good as he can. Folks, we need your money. We need you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com to help us buy a generator to keep my computer on your show. We need you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com to buy Brad some caffeine so he can be awake for the show. We need you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click on donate to the comedians to help Annie Mosier find closure. I'm rhyming even when I'm not even trying. Wow. So that Annie's family can all get her appropriate gifts for her next year. And also for Renard, also so that I can see his whole show someday. If you would, we appreciate you being here. And if you can't afford to give us cash, we totally understand. But if you can, go to virtualcomedyshow.com. It says it right there, virtualcomedyshow.com. Hit donate to the comedians. We share it amongst the 5 of us. And that way everybody can have a happy Kwanzaa. Okay. We're almost through the show. It's time for the worst joke of the week. Let's do the worst joke of the week, which Brad has pre-recorded.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
The worst joke of the week. Kim Kardashian has gotten a restraining order against a man who says he is speaking with her telepathically and is acting increasingly agitated. A spokesman for the reality star said, "We have to get men like this away from Kim. The last time she was accosted by someone like this, she married him." And no one wants that again.
God.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week when Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday. Put on your orange fez and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.